In Civil War-era New Orleans, Afro-Creole newspapers run by free people of color published conversations hidden in French-language poems. Poets wrote back and forth to each other about civil rights, current events, friendship, and love. In 2020, the historic New Orleans collection published Afro-Creole Poetry in French to bring these conversations back to life in the original French and in English translations by Clint Bruce. New Orleans poets were invited to choose one of these 19th century poems and write their own 21st century responses. 8 novembre 1864. Le triomphe des opprimés. Pourquoi vouloir troubler notre terre bénie? Pourquoi tant d'intérêt à la race avilie du nègre qui, pour nous, fertilise our fields? To us, to our children belong his labor's yields. As long as an animal receives its feed, has not the law of nature been satisfied? Such are their wicked appeals. But a more humane voice by the oppressors is heard, crippling both the whip and the chain with this word. These black Africans whom you have cursed, these slaves subdued and condemned by you to the worst, are they not also God's wondrous works of art, and men, your equals, endowed with noble heart? Brothers were ye at first, and when they finally heard that sacred voice, the sons of the downtrodden race did make the choice to answer the call as cheerful volunteers to vanquish their oppressors or die as soldiers, having paid the price of blood, of bitter tears over the cherished remembrance of husbands and brothers. Indeed, you'll have won the right to equity and your proper rank among humanity. Neither chain nor auction, shattered by your swords, shall ever return to attempt to crush your innards, ye sons of liberty.
We are the holy ones, baptized in a sea of last breaths and bones. The ocean is a lover, but men strike like thunder, casting nets over the living. They come wicked, traveling like snakes. We know the venom, the sound of hiss chasing our flesh, our backs bent like rainbows over indigo, chopping sugarcane, chained to evil imaginations. But we are the holy ones, tending to earth's brutal harvest. We are the stripes of blood of glorious flags, paraded for slaughter in old fields and new plantations. Don't you hear the weeping, pulling back history's skin? We have no remedy in this land. What is the color of free? What is the color of human? We are the holy ones, weeping at the altar of our dead, turning over children like soil. How far must our moans float down river? When will death bring good news and eat the master's soul? We want the afterlife and all the seats of heaven. We are the holy ones. Flowers returned as fire, the impossible gold conjured back from our ancient home and bodies. We are the holy ones, sweet darkness gathering, a lightning rod over evil's head. Don't you smell the ash of freedom rising? Don't you smell the ashes of freedom rising? Don't you smell freedom rising, rising, rising? Rising, rising, rising.